It's our first really nice sunny day of almost spring. So I came out and took the pitchfork to all of my piles for my garden. Got them broken up a little bit, spread out a little bit more. And right now it is not much to look at, but in just a couple months it's gonna be awesome. So today is date day for the bunnies. Silver is gonna go over here and visit Buster. Buster does have some of the giant chinchilla lines in him. I'm hoping for a few more babies this color, hopefully another female. Huh, pretty girl. And Miss Sweet Pea is gonna go over here and visit Mr. Sunny Bunny, who likes to rub his cheek against all the pee-pee. Huh, yeah. This is social time for the ducks. I know you just heard them, but they knew I turned around, so they went to get more food. But this one here, she loves bath time, which they take in their water dish, so yeah, it gets cleaned out. And they're going to be thrilled when they get to go back to their pool in a few more weeks. Everybody's still pretty upset that the other boys are gone, especially this one female. She keeps ducking her head and looking at me, and then she quacks really loud. I hate it when it's time for freezer king up, especially with the ones that hang out together, right? You know, in the summer when they're in the tractors and they're separate from the flock that stays all the time. Those don't bother me quite as much. It still is not my favorite part of farming, but I like meat, so it's much more responsible than going and buying a pretty package in the grocery store, in my humble opinion. We have one of the ducks all cleaned up and brining. Later on, I will be roasting it in the rotisserie, and I will show you guys that when I'm there. But right now, I'm going out to clean some pens. It's kind of dark down here in the basement, but I just wanted to show you guys. I got my mushroom bags in here. It's starting to get warmer. I mean, even in the basement, even though it's, you know, it's not really heated. So it was chilly down here over the winter in January and February, so nothing was really going on here, but the mycelium's starting to grow, it's getting ready. And then I got this nice big bag of blue oyster grain spawn, which I will be inoculating some grain bags this week. So that's exciting. Silver and Buster. Oh, did I disturb you? So sorry. He's a romancer. I just saw him over here, like, kissing her. It was really cute. But of course, he's not going to do it now, huh, Buster? And Sweet Pea. And Sunny. What are you doing, huh? You making more babies? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I scored the fat on the duck and got it all ready for the rotisserie. And I have here balsamic and honey and lemon juice glaze. Inside the cavity of the bird stuffed is lemon slices, and I think 4 of them, and 4 cloves of garlic. I just chopped them up a little to release their oils. So pretty soon I'm going to be starting that. And every 15 minutes I'll baste it. It's probably going to take about an hour, maybe a little less. And over here, to go along with it, I have chopped up shallots, garlic, and celery. And I have them cooking in a little bit of oil and butter mixed together to raise the smoking point of the butter. And it's just about ready. And I don't have any chicken stock on hand, unfortunately. So I'm using some chicken bouillon and hot water. And I'll put that in and stir it around, let it come to a boil. And then I'll go ahead and add my breadcrumbs and toss it and let it sit. And I also went ahead and added in pink Himalayan salt. I try to use that most of the time. It has a lot of minerals in it that are good for you. And then I have this Chef D's spice blends, and we really like the taste of it, and I think it will go good with the lemon and the garlic. So that's what I put in. And then I'm going to cover it after I mix this all in. I did add, a can of mushrooms I had forgotten. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 350 and just cook it for just a little bit, just so all the flavors blend. And then we'll shut it off the oven, and when the duck is ready, we'll toss some broccoli in the microwave, and that'll be that. Before I go today, I want to tell you excuse me, about how I put my eggs in my incubator. I just have a still air incubator, and I don't have an egg turner, but I'm able to turn them at least 3 times a day. And as far as the still air goes, when I turn them 3 times a day, they're getting oxygen. So I've plugged this in a couple days ago, and I monitored the temperature for 48 hours. I know a lot of people say for 24, and I've done that before. But in the middle of it, the temperature, for some random reason that I'm not sure of, went up above 99. And I had an experience one time where the temperature went above and then I had no eggs hatch. So I decided to wait another 24 hours before I put the eggs in. And the temperature has stayed at 99. So the other thing I do is I gather up my cleanest eggs and I put them small end down in cartons, and I hold them until I have the amount that I want to hatch. And I hold them in my basement where it's cooler. You don't want higher temperatures because they might start incubating a little. They wouldn't be high enough, and they would die again. So I have my cleanest eggs, and I mark one side with an X, and then the other sides I just put a line so that I know that it's actually turned all the way. So then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. And I just line them up. I've got the water going in here. And that's been in there since I set it up. And that way there, the water's not going to cool it down. Now, I'm going to have to put water in here sometimes anyway. But I'll make sure it's really warm water. Another important thing is when you're putting the water in, to not get water on the eggs. You don't want any kind of bacteria to get on these eggs, because the bacteria getting in there is what basically kills the sperm and the egg, and you're not able to hatch them out. I've had many different success rates with my incubator. And a lot of that has to do with my inexperience. But I've also had some really good success rates, or at least in my opinion, they are. I think 75% is not too shabby. So I'm just going to continue doing this and get them all set up. I forgot one more thing. The reason I use a pencil and not like a Sharpie is I had experienced with using a Sharpie that I had a really low success rate that year, And I kind of think that it's some of the chemical in the Sharpie, so I just go ahead and use a regular pencil. But I thank you for stopping by, and please do go ahead and check out the blog post with the recipe for the duck, and like and subscribe and share. Have a great day.